Welcome to another edition of BRC TV, just 1 week out from Stradbroke season. But before next week's Queensland Guineas and Victory Stakes, we have 3 stakes races here at Doomben on Saturday, featuring a sprinkling of interstate visitors and also the first Kiwi of the carnival in the shape of Lance O'Sullivan Andrew Scott's filly, Force of Will in the Princess Stakes. Today on the show we make another visit to cult hero the Candyman and chat with the lady who's been with him from the day he stepped back into Barry Baldwin's Eagle Farm stables after his near life-ending injury. We also meet Greg Bennett and the team at Fenwick Farm after their remarkable achievement of having broken in the winners of this year's Magic Millions, Blue Diamond and Golden Slipper. Australia's Olympic boss John Coates stops by for a quick chat, and of course Bart will be along with all the selections for this weekend's racing and a look at how Doomben has recovered from recent racing on very heavy tracks. But first, the Candyman has been one of the most popular horses in Queensland for the past couple of years, and Felicia Hellings has been with him on that incredible journey from the start. Naturally, she has an unwavering affection for the Big Grey, as we discovered this week.
Winning ways over on the inside is the Phonic Dancer, but here is the Candyman. Look at him go, letting loose, and the Candyman's burst clear. Listen to the roar here at Eagle Farm. The Candyman 3 lengths in front. Morden's Fort runs to second, but the Candyman, he certainly can. The Candyman 3 lengths on the line.
We're with Felicia Hellings, who's looked after the Candyman pretty much since he came back into the stable here at Barry Baldwin's. Tell us about what sort of affection you've got for this horse.
Oh, this horse is just, he's 1 in a million. He's just, I love him. He's just a special horse. Like, you can go into his box and you just know he's beautiful. And he loves his carrot. So if anyone that wants to come and say hello to him, you give him a carrot and he'll be your best friend. If you haven't got a carrot for him, wow, it might be a different story. Or if you've got me with him, I can do anything with him and someone can come and say hello to him and he'll be,
He's given you a few thrills over the years.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. He's won quite a few in a row, so yeah. And from where he's come from, it's just, it's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of the most remarkable stories in Queensland racing, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
You'll be sad the day he leaves the stable for the last time.
I'm hoping he comes home with me.
Australia's highest ranking sports official John Coates enjoyed a day out at Eagle Farm on Saturday. We caught up with him to talk about his passion for racing and how this rescheduled Olympic year is shaping up.
We're delighted to have John here today at Eagle Farm. I know he's no stranger to the racing industry through his work at Inglis, but now we hope to see him in Brisbane a lot more often now that Brisbane's the pre-Olympic city. So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's years since I've been here, probably 40 years, and it's just got a magic about Eagle Farm, and so I will make this something of a base for me. I just got myself invited on a regular basis then. So
yeah, absolutely, always welcome.
That's great, thank you.
Well, we've got 2 listed races today, but obviously It ramps up to the Winter Carnival, so it's all group and listed races now till June 12th. So we do hope to see you over that time.
I'm here for the Derby.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And
any runners?
No, I've had a second last week in Muswellbrook and a second at Gundagai. That's how good my horses are.
That's still pretty handy, and on the up too, I hear.
My bad story is my tips have won the first 4 and I haven't been on them in Eagle Farm. So I've decided now to settle for a few quaddies for the rest of the afternoon. If I start to back the number ones, it's not going to happen. So I would have done very nicely.
Welcome to Stradbroke season, presented by TAB. Witness history trackside as the biggest names in Australian racing compete over 6 massive days at Doomben and Eagle Farm. 7 Group 1 races, more than $15 million in prize money, May 1 to June 12. Be part of Stradbroke season, presented by TAB. The best time to be in Brisbane. Tickets on sale now. brc.com.au.
Don't chase your losses, walk away, gamble responsibly.
Breaking in the winners of the 3 biggest juvenile races in Australia in the one season must rank as some sort of record. But it's nothing new for renowned horseman Greg Bennett, who also counts Mackay Diva among his best students. A couple of years back, Bennett made the move to Queensland, where he's now put together a team of dedicated horsemen and women who helped shape the careers of Stay Inside, Artorius and Magic Millions Quinella Shakiro and Alpine Edge from the pristine southeast Queensland property of Fenwick Farm. Greg, obviously your name's the one been in limelights with what's happened this year, but there's a lot of people involved in the breaking process?
Oh, absolutely, Nathan. It's not just a one-man show, and I try to divert as much as that to my staff and my helpers possible, because they're the unsung heroes.
How often do you get it right as a breaker in predicting whether a horse is going to make it or not?
Oh, probably 50% of the time, you know. But out of that 50%, there's probably only 2 or 3% that get to Group 1, Group 2, that black type, senior black type level.
Yep. And obviously the horses that we've spoken about this year, starting with Shakiro, through to Artorias and then Stay Inside, what sort of a mark did you give them when they left the farm?
Oh, look, they were all rated up very highly, and we don't hand out superlatives because they can come back and, you know, haunt you. But using my experience from years gone by and having passed very, very good horses, you've got a guide, you've got a judge, you've got a template you can judge them on. And, you know, when I start comparing horses with Typhoon Tracy and Mackay Diva and Written Tycoon and All Silent, you know, those sort of horses, which were all very, very great, very good race horses. Ha Ha won a Golden Slipper. Zephyrs won a Magic Million. So I've had horses of that calibre in the past. I use them as a template to judge these ones. Those 3 colts and Toby's colt that ran second in the Magic Millions, rated up there in the, you know, very rarely hand out 10, but, you know, 8.5 to 9. So yeah, all we're doing here is we've got a young horse that's just come back in from a 30-day spell. She was broken in a month ago and let go. She's come back in literally last night, and this is her first ride back. So I'm pleased because she's just been quiet and sensible and remembering what we did last time. And I'm going back and I'm just asking her to give me a face. So nice and gentle to the right and nice and gentle to the left. So it's well set up for what we want, servicing this end of the industry. But it's also ideally located. It's 45 from the Gold Coast, an hour from Brisbane, 2 hours from the Sunshine Coast, and thankfully we've got trainers supporting us from all 3 venues, which is terrific. And you know, without them supporting us, then we haven't got a business. And sales time, obviously, we've got trainers giving us horses from Victoria, New South Wales. So you know, they like to buy them and leave them here, a lot of them, and let them chill out up here, get broken in, furnish, and then go south. And then a lot of them send them, once they're down there, then obviously they're in their system. But then we get a lot coming back to winter up here because it's warmer, and also with the winter carnival in mind as well. You know, Brisbane run a great carnival in the winter time, and horses are attracted to come up here. We get quite a few come a bit early just to have a bit of a freshen up here, back into a bit of work, and then get finished off to race in the Brisbane Winter Carnival.
Bart joined us now. We're back at Doomben this Saturday. This is the last Saturday meeting before the Doomben 10,000. It's copped a bit of a hammering in recent weeks, Doomben, on those heavy midweek meetings, hasn't it?
A couple of really heavy tracks. Wrong time of the year to run into that because you want to have the track in pristine condition for the Doomben 10,000. But Ross Smith and his team do a wonderful job here, and the track looks in good order. Soft 6 this morning. I'm tipping he'll get a little bit better, but they are going to get their toe into it.
All right, well, it'll look a lot better for the punters if they can find a winner. Where are we going this Saturday? 3 stakes races, a good meeting.
I think Mousy will win first up. She's got the inside draw.
She's around $9, isn't she?
Yeah, I think that's over the odds. She's had 2 trials back. The last was here at Doomben. She wasn't knocked around. Time was average. She's got a gun fresh record. The 1 alley is a huge start.
Princess Stakes, another good race here. We've got a filly who's come through the summer, Tycoon Evie from Toowoomba, and she's just looked good each time, better each time, hasn't she?
Well, last run was sensational. I know it's 1,200 to 1,600 metres. It's a 3-week break, but they were home in 33.91. She was way off the lead, so she's come home in a tick over 33, a sensational performance. She's won at the trip in 3 weeks. Rex Lips had time to step her up to this distance. Now, I know you're keen, you're going to be waiting all day. Skins in the last. He's mighty hard to beat.
Yeah, the only question I can see, 1,100 out to 1,350 for the first time, but you wouldn't think it's going to stop him. That was some sort of win last time.
It was sensational because he was back last and he just rounded them up in a blink and he just careered away. Look, he's hard to beat. Gem of Scotland, after her last run, I thought I want to be on her next time, but he was so impressive.
It's a good race, that one. Like Sophie's Gold Class goes good, fresh. Guntontes is knocking on the door, but I think Skins has got a bit of X factor about him and could go right through the grades.
I hate to say it, but I agree with you.
Oh, it's nice to finish on a agree. Let's hope we found a winner there. Good luck, punters.